My boyfriend's strong and muscular, like him.
What do you think's better, being a pretty boy or being a masculine guy? How come?
I don't pretty boy. They're pussy.
They're pussies, right?
Yeah.
So why you got to be able to protect you?
Yeah.
I think with the chivalry thing, I hear women complain a lot like, oh, men aren't chivalrous anymore. I also hear men complain that women aren't being like ladylike or feminine anymore. So there's like all these complaints. Basically, I think in some ways, especially you see this on the internet, but the sexes are at war, right? Like we don't know how to be harmonious together. And I think the through line, there's two through lines: morality, like those guardrails of like, what is it to behave well towards each other is one thing. And then the second thing is growing in virtues. Like, how do we grow as human beings so that we can try to behave well with each other and love each other?
Here's the reality. This is why chivalry is dead and women killed it. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say, man.
It ain't
but
dead.
Why is a man, real talk, like feminism is here. You know, women are more educated than ever before. They make their own money. You know what I'm saying? And as a byproduct of them making their own money and becoming more successful, you get a little bit more masculine energy. You're not going to be a heavy hitter making money by being passive and a pussy. You're going to become a little bit more masculine, right? And then on top of that, women are just having a little bit more recreational sex, which is fine, right? Cool, do your thing. But you can't expect men to be traditional, hold the door open for you, pay for the date, treat you like a lady, etc. when you guys are no longer traditional women. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So guys have adapted to the situation because men haven't really changed. Women have.
And chivalry. I hear so many speak of chivalry, but do they know what chivalry means? I am sure many women can tell you about the male role in chivalry, but do any of them know the female part of it? Many modern women speak about a lack of gentlemen, but do they see the lack of ladies as well? Do they even know what a lady is required to do?
What do you personally look for like in a guy when it comes to dating?
Someone that's not a pushover. It can be really intense, and when people just like go along with it, I'm not gonna stop. So like somebody has to like tell me to shut up at some point, and often like they don't tell me to shut up, and then like it kind of annoys me, so I keep pushing.
Do you want to be put in your place?
Well, that's a way to say it, but like I guess So for people to be around me, they have to be kind of able to like
No, I think that's pretty right. I don't disagree.
And it sucks because that's how I wish it could be like chivalry where I can show up on a first date with flowers and give you the world, baby, and oh my God, let me put my jacket on the fucking puddle and all this shit. I wish it could be like that. But unfortunately, women respond horribly to nice guys, and we have all the evidence to prove it.
I want to see a man try and vie, and that's what courting is. Women used to be courted by men. Now they slide up on your pictures, like your story, and they're like, I'm in. No, you're not.
I mean, that's because
you're not.
I mean, courtship is reserved for ladies, you know, gentlemen and ladies. Most women today are not ladies.
Nope.
A lot of women have slept with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. They're dating multiple people at the same time. You don't get courtship if you're not a traditional woman.
I can understand that women don't need men these days, except they need our taxes. But with everything I see in the manosphere, I'm starting to believe that women hate men. It is really hard not to put them all in the same boat. There are only a handful who are willing to speak up in defense of men.
These traits are very attractive in a man, but they're not attractive in a woman. If I wore a handbag and walked around in heels every now and then, would you find me attractive?
I mean,
Thank you.
That's the same analogy as earlier.
Again, because you're paying way too much attention into the heels. I'm just trying to give you an example. You don't want a feminine man, right?
Correct.
We don't want a masculine woman.
But what makes you masculine? Because you have money and you have what's the word called? Like you have an opinion towards other things. What does that? Why does that make you masculine?
I feel like I understand where they're coming from. I feel like they just want a woman that is honestly just like submissive to them. And I feel like a woman should always be submissive to their man.
If you are in your masculine as a woman, either because you're in survival mode, you've been through trauma, maybe you're in a job that demands you to exhibit very masculine qualities, then by the laws of nature, you are naturally going to seek to balance that out. So you will look for a man who has more effeminate qualities and vice versa. Same thing for guys who are more in their feminine, they'll look for women who have more masculine qualities. And me, being someone who at the time I've had to be in my masculine and cultivate those characteristics, I was attracted to the more emo guy. Now, today, it's literally the complete opposite. Those types of guys absolutely repulse me. So it's funny how it changes depending on where you're at in life.
So when you were very good insight right there. So
I would say men can improve more on romance. I feel like we don't really have that.
Give you flowers?
Just the whole gig, though. Flowers, the opening the doors and the
So be more chivalrous.
yeah, the chivalry is there right
Okay,
now. So we
who
need more
kills
of
chivalry,
that.
men or women?
Okay, so
Here we go.
you're gonna win this one because I do agree women did.
Okay.
Because like I said earlier, you know, they expect money first. Women are looking at money in men's pockets these days. So you kind of kill that when you're focused on money right now. Like, you know, how much can you invest in me? Can you get my body done? Can you, you know? So because like we're there now, it kind of kills the whole romance.
Okay. So it's women that killed the romance, not the men.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get this point.
Fantastic. Well, you've been losing all night, so.
No, I haven't.
You must earn a man's respect by doing certain things for him before he starts treating you like a princess. Is a man has to do certain things for a woman for her to open up to him? It goes both ways.
We want a man who acts like a man, who's manly, who takes care of things.
Leader.
Ooh, I don't need you to kill an alligator with your hands, but I need to feel so feminine around you because you are so masculine that I can turn my brain off because I know you've got it.
Yeah.
I trust you. I trust your intellect. I trust your character. I trust that I can close my eyes and follow you blindly and I'm going to be happy about where I end up. That's what it's about. We go out. I don't have to use my brain. I don't have to think. You know what I mean? Order the whole thing for us. Take me, plan the thing. Say you tell me where we're going. And we're all set. That's honestly, it's so lost on us. And like, yes, toxic masculinity, that's not good, but we need masculinity. It's really important. And that's what we try to push. And we live in a time of, unfortunate new age feminism and this whole idea that women and men need to be the same and they need to compete. And it's all from the enemy. It's all lies.
It's trendy for people to say gender roles don't matter, but gender roles are critically important. They keep us tethered to reality. Without them, we don't know who we are. If you're a man who can't seem to find a feminine woman, ask yourself if you're man enough.
A lot of men like women, but they don't like feminine energy. Because feminine energy leans on masculine energy, and you need to be masculine to be able to deal with that. Because let's think about it. At the surface, a woman is very playful. She's very intuitive. She's very empathetic. There's so many things to love about a woman at the surface. But after all of those things, she then goes to being vulnerable. And then she surrenders. And then she leans on the man. She then depends on the man. She then becomes insecure about her man. Because when you masculine, you don't mind communicating because you're ambitious. And when you're ambitious, you're goal-driven, you're action-driven, you're doing-driven. So if you have real ambition towards taking care of the woman that's around you, that ain't nothing but another challenge.
I'm standing on the train and look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then fuck off.
No respect. Chivalry is dead.
As Jordan Peterson put it in one of his interviews, feminists today think about 1% of men who wronged women in the past and use that to treat every man or the other 99% in the same way, basing their whole lives and the feminist ideology on it, which is a completely illogical thing to do.
Everyone's going to hate me for saying this because I strongly believe in the masculine and feminine dynamic.
Yeah.
Women are here to be women. Our physiology is such. It doesn't mean we need to be locked up in the house and not allowed to do anything. No, that's not what I mean by being feminine. We spiritually take care of men. And men, when they're in the protector provider space, they also thrive.
What's your take on feminine women wanting masculine men? Do you think that's just a social media thing or there's some legitimacy?
No, there's absolutely some legitimacy to this, you know. Obviously, we all want the polarity one way or another. I actually want to explain that whole concept the other way around, because a woman who's more in touch with her masculine traits, she has this idea, I want an even stronger and even more powerful and even more like masculine men so I can step into my feminine. That usually doesn't really work because, again, if you put two alpha lions in the cage, what's going to happen? They're going to fight. The alpha lion, he wants someone who's like actually his queen and his lioness, not like someone who's combating and fighting and arguing and always going head to head with him. That's not what he's looking for. He's looking for the polarity the other way around.
So I had mentioned, I was like, we should probably FaceTime before the date just to make sure you're not like a murderer or something. And he was like, oh yeah, let's FaceTime right now. And I was like, well, not like right now. I was like, you know, later. And he was like, no, I don't want some like curated version of you. I want to see you candid. And I was like, oh, I'm shy. Sorry. And he was like, this isn't going to work out.
I think that's a result of what a lot of men have experienced on dating apps. Between the pictures that look nothing like the actual person, the bots, the scammers, the real but flaky women, that man was not playing games, but the fact that you didn't want to FaceTime then and there made him think that you were. And side note, so many women would love the chance with a man that knows what he wants, has boundaries, and can communicate clearly. Because of that, the fact that he had all of these qualities of a solid, good man, I don't think it's too crazy to consider throwing aside your insecurities and doing the FaceTime.
I'm shy, says the girl who's on TikTok sharing her life with the world. A lot of women look for red flags in men while not realizing they are the red flags themselves. Good for him. She made him agree to FaceTime and then wouldn't FaceTime. He learned what he needed without wasting a whole night. This is what dating is for.
Why do men not understand hints in the slightest way possible? Okay, what happened to men being able to pick up on signals when women fancy them? Okay, I'm not making this 10-second eye contact for you to just walk out the room and pretend I don't exist, babe. Making the eye contact and even giving you a smile? And you're not doing anything about it.
Men don't understand all of these little things you do that you refer to as hints other than communicating words. Because maybe normally he would, but 1 out of 50 times, he's gotten it wrong. Or 1 out of 50 times, he's witnessed another man get it wrong. And those are repercussions that he no longer wants to have. So you can't blame a man for wanting to play it safe and for putting the ball in your court, ladies, to approach him and to say words. And secondly, I think it's worth noting that some men aren't interested.
It's simple. Grown men don't play childish games. Getting it wrong gets men harassment charges and possibly arrested. The juice is not worth the squeeze. A man doesn't owe you anything based on your hints. He doesn't owe you an approach. The repercussions of being wrong, or even just using the wrong approach, are too harsh to risk it anymore.
Why do people believe that chivalry is dead and feminism killed it?
It did. It absolutely 100% did. Women push for too much of equality. I want a man's man. I want him to treat me like a man. I want equal opinions, but at the same time, I definitely want a man that can protect, hold doors open, do things for me. I want to be feminine. I don't want to be like a man. Some women do, and that's okay. Not my thing, but I do think feminism kind of ruined it for us.
Do women want to be independent while also being provided for? And if so, who's more delusional in their wants?
Actually, yeah, that's probably pretty true. I'm going to be honest with that one. We're probably more delusional. We want equality, we want this, but we want a man to take care of us too. So, yeah, women are definitely, that's our problem.
That's how feminism changed the mindsets of women and society regarding work and marriage. And in the end, we have masculine women over 30 and 40 who have hit the wall, but society tells them they're strong and independent, while they silently suffer inside knowing full well that they're not happy with that.
I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this out loud, but women, if you are in a relationship or dating, remember there is no 50-50. You shouldn't be paying any bills, not because you can't, but because your man should be treating you like a queen. And I felt like saying that because I'm right in front of the Buckingham Palace in London, and I realized that every man should treat his woman like a queen, because otherwise there are a million others who are totally ready to do that. So don't settle for anything less than you deserve, ladies.
So when lesbian date, who pays? Anyways, here's how to tell if your sign is cheap. If the vinyl has less than 1 year warranty and with obvious color difference when the light's on and off, which is not good. Well, LC Sound would adopt vinyl from 3M Every and Respect with 3 years warranty. You can tell by the excellent light transmission, and it will fit tightly without gaps. Come to LC Sign. Contact us in bio. You can find our WhatsApp number and email there.
It's so weird that for women, cleaning their house when they have a husband is labelled as a literal prison, but cleaning their house when they have a 9 to 5 is labelled as them being strong and independent. They believe the guy should pay all the bills and never split at the restaurant, but will also refuse to make him a sandwich. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support, so please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.